Okay, and I'm back. Nice and easy, right? Pretty sure we're on part 11, but I've lost track, so... You guys can still hear me, correct? Okay. Let me just hook up my computer, and we will get started. So, Nezaruk, what you working on? Now that we're arting, I get to ask. Oh, my fan's jumping on Discord. Well, I can talk to them tonight. A Twitch background for when I'm not streaming. Oh, cool. Very cool. Sorry, I was, Sam was up too. One moment, please. Do you wanna maybe, I don't know, switch to literally anything? Practice is the only way to get better. Oh, capture card. Why do you hate me? This is 85% of streaming is trying to figure out why your capture card doesn't work. There it is. Now we're in. Now we're rocking and rolling. Let me grab our playlist. You've been sitting here listening to me babble for about 2 minutes. Load up. What do you usually stream, Nezaruk? Oh, let me go and grab my flash drive because I took some stuff to work today, so I'll be right back. Hi, Sully. You're still here. It just occurred to me that I only have 2 USB parts. I only have 2 USB ports now. Yeah, we're just gonna arts for a little bit. Not for a long time. Maybe like 45 minutes? I don't know. I want to remove... that page to work with me today and worked on it for a little bit. This is a commission for Mission Bomb. I need to fix the bunny because I have no idea how to draw her legs. In fact, let's do that real quick. Take care of that real quick because I was waiting to use specific reference from my folders and I didn't have them with me. quite at the right angle, though. I think this is a really, 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 really old piece of art. It's Lorhandel with an L, and, I don't have any. So, you know, I honest to God, I will not do any writing on the stream. Just gonna put that out there. I can't believe that Cass actually does, like, editing on stream, because I can't get any creative juices flowing when people are watching over my shoulder while I'm typing. I just can't do it. I don't know why. It's not that I don't trust you guys, it's just literally anybody. If they're looking over my shoulder while I'm typing, I can't do it. I don't know yet. They use gunpowder for, like, fireworks. I haven't decided if they discovered it. Or maybe I have. I don't remember. Doesn't make it. There we go. I don't know. Does that leg look okay? Looks pretty shitty, actually. Alright, well, I'll work on this later. I need to get specific reference for that, and I just don't feel like doing it right now. And I also just realized why my keyboard's not working, so give me 1 second. And also, what does gunpowder have to do with the world history of Lorhandel? Oh, it's gonna yell at me for taking up that disc too early. Oh, it didn't. Interesting. Fun fact, Mac laptops only have 2 USB ports on them. So you were curious. Did they discover gunpowder? Good question. I don't remember. Let's ask the massive info sheet. They were. Interesting. This is what happens when you don't look at your own species sheet for like 6 months and then come back to it and you're like, oh, I want to draw all the things. This is what happens. So I was working on redoing this. So let's do that. Okay, and? Yeah, I know. Lorhandel's at a really interesting turning point in their history because they are discovering all this cool new shit. So, like... Look at China. LOL. No, see, Lorhandel doesn't have magic, or I haven't decided how much magic they have. It's pretty low fantasy as far as magic goes. But see, like, even if that's true, the humans are very technologically advanced. The humans have, like, gears and things. Like, they're starting to learn how to use technology. They're starting to get really crafty with stuff, and Lorhandel's at a really big turning point in their history where they're starting... No ether. Ether's not a thing. Ether does not exist. You're confusing me with mage, I think. That's why your ether gun weapons wouldn't work in Lorhandel, because they don't have ether. And I am documenting it in Lorhandel, that's what this sheet is. These 6 species, or it's gonna be 8 soon, but these 8 species sheets are all of the information I have currently about the Jedoa. And this is gonna be like a compendium of everything. I can show you guys my list. I have somewhere. References, maybe? Location reference? Nope, that's my photos. Notes and memos. Ref sheet outline? Yeah. So I'm planning to do literally a shit ton of species sheet outlines. So I'm going to have like a whole introduction to Lorhandle. And I want to break it up by, I think I want to break it up by region. So like there'll be a page, just like an overview of the desert, and then a page for the geography, and then the species sheets will come. Notable places, flora and fauna, so I'll have like one page that's just all fruit and plants and stuff, and then one page is all animals that live in the desert. I want to do a whole page just on the kites, and then maybe detail the religion. I haven't decided if I want to detail the religions or not. But so I mean, I have all this stuff planned out. This is all stuff I want to do. And they're all going to have their own little... With the understanding that Calyx are non-canon. Calyx don't exist in Lorhandle. They are a non-canon species. So figure out how they're so technologically advanced. So that's them. God damn it, I'm about to redo the interior, Jesus Christ. Alright. They can be whatever you want them to be, but they're not canon. Alright, let me open up my flash drive on my other computer, cause... Oh, Jesus. Hey, my computer does not recognize this flash drive. Interesting. I think I had some city, like, and building references on this flash drive that I might not have grabbed. I'm trying to remember now. Shoot, I didn't grab that. I didn't grab that reference off my computer. Okay. I had references of buildings I liked that I got at work, but I don't have them with me. Let's see if I have any references. Probably not. Oh, you know where they might be? References. Location reference. See if I have anything cool in here. Anytime I see pictures I like of stuff, whether it's just like the shape of a room or whether it's like a full piece, I save it. Like this, I like the composition of the buildings. I like the way the buildings are stacked. So that I put in there. I like the archways on that building. Anytime I see any kind of building or picture, anything that I really think fits Lorhandle, I grab it and stick it in this folder. Like, that's kind of what I imagine the Jedoa cities are like. They're real tiled in and close and stuff. Volpine had a really cool idea for them to have, like, chairs and stuff. Instead of having chairs, they have, like, perches. And it makes me really wish that I would have given them perching feet. Because I didn't. They can't perch on their feet. And I wish that I had. But I also don't want to change it, you know? Do like these. I'm typing out my thing under harsh stress. You think you got a cold. Oh, that's sad. I thought perches were a cute idea, but, I already gave them not perchy feet, so... Late. Can't use the keyboard if it's not plugged in. Gotta plug your keyboard in to make it work. You like how I didn't sing that to the tune of the music that's playing literally at all? Where was that? It's one of these. You know which one I want? I want that one of the big C. Yes, the Jedoa cannot fly. They're flightless, and they don't have perchy feet, so... No, she was talking more like, perches, like, if this is your, you know, four-legged table, you know? That instead of having, like, you know, instead of having a chair to sit at, you would have more like a bench. I like my table, that's like the worst table I've ever drawn in my life. I've drawn a lot of really shitty things in my day, but not that table, man. Instead, you'd have more like a bench, and then you could, like crouch at the table. That was her idea, and it's a cute idea that instead of having, chairs, they would just have, like, short bench-like perches, but I decided against it, a long time ago. So, as cool of an idea as that was, I had to nix that, because, like, I like the idea of them having little perches. I think that's cute. It would certainly be something unique for them to have, that, like, you know, they have these funny, you know, furniture pieces, but I don't know. I sort of had already decided that they were going to have non-perching feet, because they can't fly. So there was no reason for them to ever have feet that they could perch with at any point in their history. But... Hey Nugget, if you're here, did you get some stuff worked on? I know you were struggling a little bit earlier to come up with something to work on. You know, what you wanted to do next. Did you get to it? Trying to think of words that could potentially be a base name for the mud skipper. Also, you decided their homes are... I also decided their homes are somewhat buoyant and they tie them to loxes in the water and just travel with their houses. That sounds awesome. That sounds so cool. So it sounds like the loxas are pretty important to them. That's a pretty significant cultural animal for them. Is there do they have, like, a lot of things in their culture that are based off the loxas because of that? I'm guessing the loxas are considered like some sort of sacred animal, right? The way, like, India considers, cows to be sacred, sort of thing. Ugh. Yeah, I'm sure the Arctic chill isn't helping you when you're sick. I know that feeling, man. I've had a chill for... I mean, I'm not sick, but I've had this chill for, like, several weeks that I just can't shake no matter what temperature I turn my house to. I just can't shake this chill. I'm so cold all the time. Well, ether is something that's in Mage's world, not mine. The Loxas are pretty important to their lifestyle. I'm working on working their culture around them, basically living in harmony with the Loxa. Cool. Are the Loxa sentient, like another species? Or are they just like a really intelligent, like, beast animal? Kind of like horses are to humans. Neum. Just sort of like horses to humans. Okay. Gotcha. You should research, like, North, or Western Asian cultures that, tamed horses, and see if, there's any information you can garner from that. I'm pretty sure that's where they were first tamed. Right? Was it what I think it was it the Mongols that did it early on, or have we always had horses? I don't really remember. Oh, okay. You see, like, my world's very low fantasy, so I don't know much about things like ether. I don't even know if there's gonna be magic in Lorhandal. I mean, I guess there has to be some, but it's not, like, the main focus, I guess. Oh, so I decided, here's another fun fact about Jedoa. I did decide that, Jedoa hop when they are, that reference. Throw it out. Nope, I didn't throw it out. Where did I put it? Whoop. Oh. Yeah, this little video of this little bird. I decided that that's how Jedoa run. So when they run, like, if they're walking, they'll just, like, so right after this, she takes, like, 2 steps, and it's, like, this little, like, plap, plap kind of step. That's how they walk, but when they run, like, if they need to go fast, they hop like a bird. And I imagine that they tuck their little arms in. Like, when they hop, they, like, tuck their hands in. So, that. But yeah. So, that's what I decided. So these guys, I'm going to draw them walking, because they're just walking. But I might try to draw somebody in the background, like, running. I wish I could animate, because I have, like, the picture of what I want them to be doing, like, perfectly in my head. Like, I know exactly what I want them to look like. I know exactly what I want to do with them, but, I just haven't, like, solidified it yet, you know? I lost track of my thought, and I just blabbed so many words there that didn't make any sense. I picture exactly in my head what I want them to walk like, but I can't put it on paper, and so I'm hoping that, Trixel's friend can do it for me. I will pay him. Pay him all the monies. Do the thing. So are your Calyx, like, dimension hoppers? Is that sort of the deal? Because that would actually be kind of a cool idea. That'd be a neat reason to throw them into somebody else's, world, even in Fanon, if they're, like, a, you know, Daredevil sort of thing. Or not Daredevil, Deadpool sort of thing, where they can, like, jump into different dimensions. I think we briefly talked about, everybody's worlds being, like, the same universe. There's, you know, on opposite sides of the, you know, galaxy from each other. Okay, Discord. I want it to be with the top of their homes being large, flat, buoyant platforms with a large living space hanging down. The top spot can be used to hang out, socialize, especially when they're near the shore and want to socialize with other races. Interesting. Oh, so they can kind of go wherever they want. But I realized I put a shirt on this guy, but they don't wear stuff around their chests anymore. This is like creating a D&D game from scratch, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely. Kind of creating my own deal. Having a lot of fun with it, too. I don't really have a specific story in mind for what I'm doing with this in the end. Like, I don't know if I have a specific tale I'm trying to tell, but just kind of for the fun of learning to world build. And it's been a really cool educational experience, too, because I'm learning a lot about other cultures, because I'm basing my creatures off of stuff. So that's been sort of neat so far. Alright, so she doesn't need a feather, I don't think. So let me zoom out and... off. Okay, new plan. Right, she needs to be this tall and approximately that wide. Be a bit shorter now, though. Do you remember what a back looks like? There are not as many pictures as I thought there would be of naked backs. That's fine, though. I'm making my world with a specific plot in mind, but more could definitely happen with the world, and I just let people do a lot of stuff they might want to if they're interested. I need to start sketching out living spaces for all the races. I know what I want with the Mudskipper race and the Burby, but I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the homes for the Primavera. They live in the open, hilly plains, usually with tall grass and wildflowers. Once I get the basics of those 3 done, I can start fleshing out the 4th and final species. Yeah, sweet. That sounds awesome. Sounds like you've got a little bit of a plan there. Depending on how long I work on this, we could do the... I'm thinking about redoing the home, to be honest. I was gonna not redo it, but... I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe I should, so... I think our next turn too far. Nick. In my mood, I'm not dying. Yeah, you're not feeling great. Hey, that's exactly what I need. Floofy along here. I just want to make sure I got the right sort of look. Oh, okay, that's where it is. Gotcha. Alright. Anatomy is hard. Don't forget your trapezius when you're drawing. I draw the trapezius from front because I it. hips need so long? Actually, no, that's probably just right. Let's grab that boy. Yeah, there's some stuff I still haven't really worked out for Lore Hondel that I think some of you guys maybe are better at. You know, the character design stuff's the stuff that interests me, but a lot of like the history type stuff I haven't really gotten to yet. I don't know, I'm not... Time is a really weird concept for me. Like, I have a hard time figuring out how long it should take for things to happen. So I need to figure out what like special, like what events I want to happen, and then figure out how long it'll take things to happen. But I have to get there first. I have to get to that point. I want to finish this first. One thing at a time. Sort of. Oh, let me turn your arm up. That way it looks like you're gesturing. The cat just appeared out of nowhere and jumped over my screen and landed in my lap. Ah, cats. My cat would not eat my dinner until I picked her up and held her for approximately 5 minutes, and then she was perfectly content to go lay down. I think your head's too small. Yes, that's better. That looks more correct. Sorry, I got really quiet and focused there for a second. I just wanted to make sure I got the anatomy on this guy right. Just thinking about where I was putting things for a second there. Something about this still doesn't feel right. Anybody have any thoughts? Just drawing things from the back in general, it looks weird, but I don't know, for some reason she's looking extra strange. The chest, maybe? Chest, or maybe the back? Maybe it's the back. Really? Many thoughts, not always good ones. Well, you know, sometimes you gotta have a bad thought, I guess. That's a little better. You know what? I think I need to make her neck longer, too. I think her neck's a little short. Not a lot short, just a little. It's pretty long. Burb necks are long. There you go. Burb. Okay. Got that. Slightly better anatomy, I think. I don't know. We'll come back to her and later and see if makes any difference. This guy is approximately that one. You can't tell if it's male or female. Can be approximately that tall. You had. Oh, Mage, I'm so sorry, friend. Being sick is the worst. What kind of hair do you have? Short. Oh, poor Mage. At least that means you get to spend more time laying around watching me? Question mark? The plus side? Maybe. And plus you probably don't have to go anywhere, right? you know, work? You don't have to go to work now, right? Or are you gonna have to go to work even when you're sick? If so, unfortunate. It's kind of more like this. Got a little band on his arm. Fingers in there. Blip. And blip. That one finger could be a little bit smaller, I think. There we go. You'll never escape us, Mage. You're stuck with us forever. This is it, Mage. This is how you die. Trapped forever. And then that bush is gonna cover all this back up again. So, now the bush, I guess I could draw the bush again. I'm probably gonna copy paste the bush out of the old document. Some of the stuff in this document I'm probably gonna keep, but some of it I'm gonna do. Aw, losing the hand. Oh well. Darn. So disappointed. Don't have to draw a hand. Too bad. Can you hear how beaten up and sad I am that I don't get to draw a hand? That I don't have to struggle with a hand. Okay. Flip, 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 flip. Sweet. Let's start with... Look how much better this building looks, by the way. I just put that out there. Like, that's what this building used to look like on the left here. And just after a year, I think it's already like 700 times better. I'm proud of myself. Yeah, but one of them has a significant less amount of, detail in it. Okay. Let's do this doorway a little differently. Yeah, let's keep one of the pillars, I think. But let's slide these under. A little more asymmetrical, I think. This can be arched. You never stop improving, you know, you always gotta keep pushing forward, gotta keep doing better and better. And in this case, I think I'm getting better at doing big detail, you know, small details in a big piece, so I have a thought for the bottom, so we'll come back to it. Oh, hi cat, are you gonna ruin everything? You're looking very cute. No, please do not sit on that. Thank you very much. Last thing I need is for you to randomly start up something on this computer. Or whatever. Good. If it were that kind of touchscreen, absolutely. Ah, good old scrim. Good old scrim music. Well, she wasn't standing all over the computer that was attached to the tablet. She was standing all over the streaming computer, and the last thing I needed her to do was to accidentally close Twitch. It wasn't so much an artistic vision as much as, hey, if I sit on this keyboard, Katie will pay attention to me. That line is wrong. And I know it is. She wanted to send a message to the message that she wants attention. The problem with that is that my cat wants attention literally all the time, so I played with her for a long time yesterday, and she just was not satisfied. Still not enough. Never enough. So what I will probably do, honestly, is I will probably pull this document over to, another document and make it, this scene rather, pull this over to another document and make it really big. That way I can use it for stuff like headers, because this image made a really good header. It's so long. That's probably what I'll end up doing. I don't think I like that. Seems really tall on this one side. Just keep this the way that it is. I don't have much interesting to say now. I'm just thinking. I'm very focused. Modern. Let's do some windows like that. Let's get like a bar in there. Something more like that, maybe? And certainly keep these urns here. Gotta dress up the pillar a little bit, like the edge of that building a little bit, though. I don't know, it feels kind of flat. Although I guess some of my references don't have boring. The ones down here, honestly. I think I want to make this little roof tile thing kind of like this this terrace here, like where it's got all these leaves hanging down. I think that'd be kind of cool. Just cover this whole panel. think I drew this one the way it is so that it was like a sign and you could like hang stuff from it, but this will show a little bit of it underneath. I think it helps to get some of these little details in here, like, you know, parts of the, like, little chips and stuff in the rocks and adding, like, extra, features to the walls. I think that helps an awful lot. Does anybody in the chat right now have any knowledge of things like architecture-wise? Because right now a lot of the Jedoa have flat rooftops, and I don't know if it would make sense for them to have a different sort of rooftop. You know, like I know certain kinds of rooftops are better than others for certain things. Like, I think a lot of places in the north, like in northern cold areas, have slanted roofs to keep snow from piling up or something. Like, would something like that make sense in the desert? I gave them the flat rooftops for, like, a cultural thing, that they, like, have parties up on the roof, so a lot of their rooftops are flat, but I didn't know if I should maybe, like, vary it a little bit. You know, some buildings don't have the flat rooftop. If you're going for a lush feeling, then some small rooftop gardens sound beautiful. That's a good idea. Well, yeah, they don't need to worry about snow. I was just using it as an example that, like, you know, in some places, the shape of your roof actually does make quite a bit of difference. It does matter what your roof looks like. So... Hey, Crusher, what's going on? Yeah, that's a good idea. Drains for fresh water? Yeah. A lot of their towns are built near like freshwater oases and oases? Places where there's fresh water. Oh man, an all-you-can-eat buffet sounds amazing. I actually haven't been to a buffet in a really long time. We used to have this really shitty little one near my house that was like... I mean, literally anything. We used to go there every now and then, but my stepmom didn't like it, so... Did I do any multi-level ones? No, I didn't. Oh, those are cool. Gonna hold those guys up in the background for a little bit while I reference. Because those are some cool buildings. I really like these. Wish I had found these earlier. There's a good idea. This person's got like one. Canopy. Building the city this way does not save a lot of room for this kind of thing, though. Like getting really specific with the building styles. Yeah, have a good night, you guys. I appreciate you sticking around with me for so long. Yeah, what time is it? It's almost 11. I'm gonna end at 11, so... Damn, Flugly. Flugly, how do you have so many coins? Jesus Christ. Yay! You not only got back the coins I took away from you because I started, for some reason you started with some, but, you also earned them back. Oh, I know why Flugly has so many coins, because Flugly's a, subscriber. That's why. I think you earn, like, twice as many coins if you're subbed. But hey, yay, you got extra coins. Now you had even more than what you started with. Maybe I'll do some buildings a little closer up, like here. For anybody who asked me how I do perspective. You make it look like you care, and then you don't. Where's that Greek? It's Greek. Might not be. I might have the wrong country. Does anybody know what this city is, out of curiosity? Because I don't know where I got this reference from. But, dig it. They are a thing as of, like, 3 days ago. They are a very new development. Oh, I don't know if they're a thing in general, but... Gotta make boxes on boxes on boxes, boxes on boxes. Lots of boxes. Santorini? Is that where that is? Okay, cool. I want to see if I can find some different angles of it. Dankeschön. Any pictures of it from the bottom? That's a good reference. Island volcanic oh, it was Italian. That's right. I knew it was in that region. I knew it was in like the Greek Italy region. I just couldn't remember exactly the region it was in. I knew it was down in the Mediterranean though. Or is that's not Mediterranean. That area. I knew what I meant. I'm gonna stop talking now before I make a complete idiot out of myself. Thank you for getting that for me. So yeah, for anybody who wants to know how I perspective, I don't. That's the key to life. You don't learn to perspective. You spend your entire life pretending like you know how. City. Yeah, I guess you better watch my Twitch some more. Let me see if I can get this sketch done tonight. Some of them just have like a plain little lip, so let's do that. If I could get this one done tonight, that'd be great, because coins are life. You should get extra coins, actually, because you're subbed, so even better. Which you could totally earn more Axie coins if you sub. Just saying. I'm also just kind of mostly joking. Only throw your money at me if you want to. No, of course you're not made of solid gold. You're made of solid silver. Don't worry, I'm onto you. I got you. I understand. I'm also kidding. That's what the coins are for. The lotto coins are so you guys don't have to spend your money on me. Honestly, with this cold weather, I'm not surprised you can't motivate yourself out from under the covers. I wouldn't want to motivate myself out from under the covers. I love Minecraft desert houses, by the way. They're so perfect and boxy. Here's a pro tip for making things. Never idle on the same reference for too long. Especially when you're doing things like architecture and clothing. Because it's really easy to just copy the building you're looking at. And so, like, for example, I probably would have drawn those buildings I found up there if I had not stopped and walked away, and now I'm going to give this building different windows. So never stay on the same reference for too long. It's okay to reference a picture, especially if you're doing something like anatomy. But if you're gonna reference a building for style reasons, always step away for a second and see what you're looking at. You know, make sure you're not copying your reference too much by having lots of references of the same thing. These are your Twitch Prime emotes. Look at you. You've got like a little collection going on. Those are pretty cool. So one thing I could never figure out in this piece, or the original piece, was how to show that they just stick palm trees all over their city. Like, they just kind of build their cities around palm trees. And I could never find a good way to do it. Without making it look like the building was just, like, up on top, you know? A palm tree in that opening, just like right here. Taking up all that space. I mean, it would just cover up the sky here, though. That center opening, just right here. I mean, they would have some level of... that. I'm gonna draw that on another layer so I can drag it around. I mean, this city's got some palm trees every which way. Well, hot damn, apple gravy. Like... Thank you. I don't really know how big palm trees are in real life, so... You see, if I do that, it just covers up the whole sky area. Get this space. Make it a little smaller. Maybe, maybe if I rotate it. Nope, not that way. The other way. If I put it like there. Yeah, the streets are supposed to be a little bit claustrophobic. They pack their streets pretty tightly, but... I mean, I mostly want to avoid blocking off any... It's more that I want to show off more of the city based on, Actually, you know what? I like that tree. This one? I like this one. I think that was a good suggestion. It's not quite in the middle of the street like here. I don't want to block the buildings in the background. Is kind of where I'm getting at. I want to leave the buildings open in the back there so that you can see like maybe a couple different styles of building. I want you to be able to see that the city is really tightly packed in, and the only way to see that is if you show off this area. So, like, yeah, the streets are supposed to be claustrophobic, but from an art standpoint, I need to be able to show a little bit more. Tarps. If I do this section, which is exactly what I was trying to avoid, but no, that's actually probably fine. We'll do that. And then one more building. Maybe one that's more like that. Actually, you know what? I don't want to do an area. I just remembered. Grab one more desert building reference. Oh, they're actually a little too... I need another desert building that doesn't look like super old and like a mud square. Stick with what I had before. We'll just do you are confusing style and material. Hi, cat. What's up, sweet pea? Come here. Says, Katie, it's 11:06. Why are you not in bed yet? This is supposed to be snuggle time. You're not in bed. What's going on? Let's just do, let's put like a branch here, right? And then it's kind of tied down almost. Some cracks in there. Some little pebble marks. Let's do these arched windows again over here too. Just repeat some patterns. I think my cat keeps hoping that if she sits on the router, that it'll kill it. And then I'll have to stop playing with my stupid computer and go play with her. Wow, the perspective on that, all sorts of fucked. I think you would see the bottom of the window from there. Probably like that. And then we'll put some little brick pattern in here. Stones up close. She does want my attention. It's time for bed. Alright. Birds back on. Alright, so this is just about finished. I need to draw some more birds and fill it in with stuff, but this is a pretty sizable chunk of the animation on the brain tonight. A pretty good chunk of the illustration done, I think. So, let's see. I still have to do... I want to draw one... Oh, I never did the door. I drew the door on this building. I know it wasn't a door before, but now it's a door, so... Okay. Now it's a door. Okay, so next time I work on this, I'm gonna draw a Jedoa probably like in this vicinity. Let's get a blue. Mark out where we're putting the rest of the Jedoa. So probably put one like here. Is that too big? I don't know. Put one. Give him a friend. And then we can just draw some little figures all the way in the back here. Like a whole bunch of little like, figures just to make it look like there's a big city. Canvas horizontal. And there it is. New and improved Jedoa City. I don't know if I feel like redoing the interior. We'll get to that at some point, I guess. I just made the sleeping bird a little bit shorter, so that's unfortunate, but... Okay. Hey, this is getting there. This is almost done. So let's see. I'm gonna quick over what I need to do still. I need to do the behavior and psychology page, which is like 3 illustrations and then some writing that I haven't done yet. I need to expand this category. I have absolutely no idea how to fill this space in better. So that sucks. I have to do the color and the line art on this one, not in that order. And then we have to do color line art on this guy and fill in the stuff about their military, which is going to be a little baby section at the bottom there. And then I have to do the page on science and technology, which is gonna be, I'm probably gonna reuse this and might just redraw her, but this stuff I can all, so getting there. Almost done. So with that, I think I'm gonna go to bed. So thanks everybody for coming to hang out with me I know it was a little quiet this time, but I was really focused and I wanted to get this done, so... yeah. Glad you guys could hang out for a little bit, though, even though I wasn't talking a whole lot. And, I'm gonna be back tomorrow with more art, depending on whether or not Riarker's here. I'm either gonna work on more of this, or I'm gonna work on his stuff. So we'll see. And keep plugging away at that world building stuff until I run out of juice. But with that, I'm gonna head off to bed. And have a good night, or a good day. And I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, if that's what you want to do. If you are not already part of the Axie Stack, you can hit that follow button to join us because we have lots of fun. And if you type ! Discord, we have a Discord channel. So if you're not in the Discord and you want to be, that's how you do it. That's how you do the thing. We have fun. We like new friends. So, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go to bed. See you later, guys. Bye!